Ang programang ito ay rated M-A-T-H, angkop sa mga batang gustong matuto, maging alerto, talentado, at laging handa. Mga kids, this is Teacher Rai, and you are here in Math Thinker Studio. Kung gusto mong matuto, maging alerto, talentado, at laging handa, sabayan mo kaya ako sa ating pag-uusapan sa araw na to. Dahil ang topic natin ay subtract fraction and mixed number without and with regrouping. Handa ka na? Umpisahan na natin. So, umpisahan natin sa unang topic, subtract fraction with the same denominators or similar fractions. Before we proceed, these are the following steps to follow. Subtract the numerator, copy the denominator, then simplify your answer to lowest term. For example, 7/15 minus 5/15. So, we're going to subtract the numerator. 7 minus 5 is equal to 2/15. So, 2/15 is in lowest term because there is no other factors to use aside from 1. So, our final answer is 2/15. Next example, 9/12 minus 3/12 is equal to. So, we're going to subtract the numerator, which is 9 minus 3 is equal to 6/12. And then, the difference is not in lowest term. So, we need to simplify it into lowest term by getting the GCF of 6 and 12. So, we're going to list the factors of 6. We have 1, 2, 3, and 6. The factors of 12, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, and 12. Tingnan natin yung greatest common factor sa kanilang dalawa, which is 6, na siyang magsisilbing divisor sa ating fraction. So let us divide 6 divided by 6, then 12 divided by 6 is equal to 1/2 or 1/2. So our final answer is 1/2. So let us proceed to our next example. 7/4 minus 1/4 is equal to. So napansin natin yung unang first fraction natin is improper fraction. But we still subtract the numerator. 7 minus 1 is equal to 6/4. Okay? So the difference is still improper fraction. So in this case, let us find the GCF of 6 and 4 by listing down the factors. So the factors of 6 are 1, 2, 3, and 6. Factors of 4, we have 1, 2, and 4. And the greatest common factor is 2. So we are going to use 2 to divide 6 and 4. So 6 divided by 2 and 4 divided by 2 is equal to 3/2. Now, 3/2 is still improper fraction. So we need to reduce into lowest term by dividing 3 by 2. So let us perform. So 3 divided by 2 is equal to 1. 1 times 2 is equal to 2. Then 3 minus 2 is equal to 1. So our final answer is 1 and 1/2. That is our final answer. Now, let us proceed to subtract fraction with different denominators or dissimilar fraction. Tingnan naman natin yung magkaiba ang kanilang denominators kung paano ito sasagutin. First example, but before that, our step is convert the fraction to similar fraction by finding the LCD. Then 2, subtract the numerator. Then number 3, simplify your answer to lowest term. So, here is our first example. 5/6 minus 3/5. So, ang una natin gagawin ay we're going to find the LCD of 6 and 5. Paano natin ito gagawin? So in this case, if the two denominator is consecutive number or magkasunod sila, just multiply the two denominator to get the LCD. So let us multiply 6 times 5 is equal to 30. Now, it's time for us to identify the numerator. Paano ba natin ito gagawin? Just use cross multiplication. So, multiply ng natin yung numerator at saka denominator natin. Like this one. 5 times 5 is equal to 25. Then 6 times 3 is equal to 18. Then affix the subtraction. Then, equals. So, 25 minus 18 is equal to 7 over 30. Then, 7 over 30 is in lowest term because there's no other factors to use aside from 1. So our final answer is 7 over 30. Next example. 3/4 minus 4/8 equals. First step, we're going to find the LCD of 4 and 8. So in this case, if one of the denominator is half of the other denominator, use the highest number to be the LCD. So kung yung isang denominator ay kalahati ng isa, ay pwede na natin kunin yung mas mataas, which is our LCD is 8. Then, time to find the numerator. Paano to gagawin? Divide the LCD by the denominator, then multiply the numerator. Paano? Ganito. So, 8 divided by 4 is equal to 2 times 3 is equal to 6. Then, gawin din natin sa susunod na fraction. So, 8 divided by 8 is equal to 1 times 4 is equal to 4. Then, subtract. 6 minus 4 is equal to 2 over 8. Then our difference is 2/8 is not in lowest term. So we need to simplify by finding the GCF of 2 and 8. So ilista natin ang mga factor ng 2 and 8. Factors of 2, we have 1 and 2. And the factors of 8, we have 1, 2, 4, and 8. And the greatest common factor of 2 and 8 is 2. So, gamitin natin yung 2 para i-divide natin sa 2 over 8. So, 2 divided by 2 and 8 divided by 2 is equal to 1/4. So, our final answer is 1/4. Let us proceed to the next example. 6/8 minus 3/10. So again, we're going to find the LCD. So in this case, find the LCM of 8 and 10. Then use the LCM as LCD. So iba to dun sa unang ibinigay ko kanina. So iba't ibang case kasi siya. So let us multiply or find the LCM, of course. So what are the multiples of 8? We have 8, 16, 24, 32, 40, 48, and 56. The multiples of 10, so we have 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. And then the least common multiples of 8 and 10 is 40. So yung 40 ngayon ang magsisilbing least common denominator. Then, find the numerator. Divide the LCD by the denominator, then multiply the numerator, gaya ng ginawa natin kanina. So, 40 divided by 8 is equal to 5 times 6 is equal to 30. Then 40 divided by 10 is equal to 4 times 3 is equal to 12. Then let us subtract 30 minus 12 is equal to 18 over 40. Now, 18 over 40 is not in lowest term. So we need to simplify by finding the GCF of 18 and 40. So what are the factors of 18? So we have 1, 2, 3, 6, 9, and 18. The factors of 40 are 1, 2, 4, 5, 8, 10, 20, and 40. And the greatest common factor is 2. So we're going to use 2 to divide 18 and 40. So 18 divided by 2, then 40 divided by 2 is equal to 9 over 20. And that is our final answer. Now, let us proceed to subtract fraction and mixed number with the same denominators or similar fraction. So, mag-subtract tayo ng mixed number and fraction. Our example is 5 and 5/6 minus 4/6 is equal to. So, anong gagawin natin? Pareho lang din naman. Just subtract the numerator. 5 minus 4 is equal to 1 over 6. Then, copy the whole number. Okay? And then, 1/6 is already in lowest terms. Our final answer is 5 and 1/6. Kasi, no factors or other factors to use aside from 1. Example number 2. So we have 2 10/12 minus 2 12 is equal to, then our first step is just subtract 10 minus 2 is equal to 8 over 12 or 8/12, then copy the whole number. Then I look at the fraction parts, which is 8 over 12 is not in lowest term. So we need to simplify by finding the GCF of 8 and 12. So what are the factors of 8? So we have 1, 2, 4, and 8. What are the factors of 12? So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, and 12. The greatest common factor is 4. So we're going to use 4 as the divisor. So 8 divided by 4, then 12 divided by 4 is equal to 2 over 3 or 2/3. So our final answer, and of course don't forget to copy the whole number, then our final answer is 2 and 2/3. So our next example is 7 3/5 minus 4/5. Okay, so 3/5 minus 4/5 ay cannot be. So hindi siya pwedeng bawasan ng 4/5 yung 3/5. So anong gagawin natin? I-regroup natin yung 7. Okay? So, i-regroup natin yung 7, bawasan natin siya ng isa para maging 6 at dagdagan natin ng isang fraction na equivalent to 1 and that is 5 over 5. Bakit 5 over 5? Kasi ang ating common denominator is 5. Kaya dapat pareho siya dun sa isang fraction na equivalent to 1. Then, we're going to add 3/5. Okay? So, let us add 5 plus 8, 5 plus 3, rather, is equal to 8 over 5. Then, copy the whole number. So, yung 6, 8 over 5, yun ngayon ang magiging mixed number natin. Okay? Then, copy the second fraction, 4 over 5. Now, let us subtract 8 minus 4. is equal to 4/5, then copy the whole number. Then yung 4/5 natin is in lowest term. So, our final answer is 6 and 4/5. So, now let us proceed to subtract fraction and mixed number with different denominators or dissimilar fraction. Example number 1. 5 and 6/7 minus 3/4. Okay, so first step is we're going to find the LCD, or yes, the LCD of 7 and 4. So in this case, 4 and 7 are even and odd number. So all we have to do is just multiply both numbers to find the LCD. 7 times 4, and that is 28. Now it's time to find the numerator by use of cross multiplication. Multiply lang natin yung numerator at saka denominator, gaya nito. 6 times 4 is equal to 24. Then 7 times 3 is equal to 21. Then let us subtract 24 minus 21 is equal to 3 over 28. Then copy the whole number. 3 over 28 is in lowest term, so because no other factors to use aside from 1. So our final answer is 5 and 3 over 28. Next example, 7/4 minus 2 over 8. Okay, first example, convert fraction to similar fraction by finding the LCD. So we're going to find the LCD of 6 and 8. So in this case, we're going to find the LCM of 6 and 8. So we're going to list down the multiples of 6. We have 6, 12, 18, 24, and 30. The multiples of 8, we have 8, 16, 24, 32, and 40. Now, the least common multiple is 24, and that will be our LCD. Now, let us find the numerator by dividing the LCD by the denominator, then multiply the numerator. So, 24 divided by 6 is equal to 4, times 4 is equal to 16. Then 24 divided by 8 is equal to 3, times 2 is equal to 6. Then subtract 16 minus 6 is equal to 10 over 24. Then copy the whole number. Then 10 over 24 is not in lowest term. So all we have to do is to find the greatest common factor of 10 and 24. So we're going to list down the factors of 10. We have 1, 2, 5, and 10. Then 24, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 8, 12, and 24. Tingnan natin yung greatest common factor nila, and that is 2. Now let us divide 10 over 24 by 2. So 10 divided by 2 and 24 divided by 2 is equal to 5 over 12. Then copy the whole number. And that is the final answer. 7 and 5/12. So, dyan nagtatapos ang ating aralin sa araw na to. But before we end up, meron akong isang tanong. Okay? What are the different ways on getting the difference of fraction and mixed number? So, sasagutin nito sa comment box, okay, natin dyan sa baba. Then, kung sino yung unang tamang makapagbigay, no? Yung unang tamang makapagbigay ng mga sagot ay may reward na nag-aabang sa inyo. Okay? So, antayin ko yung mga sagot nyo doon. Okay, dyan na naman nagtatapos ang ating episode. Muli, this is a Teacher Rai saying thank you for watching and God bless everyone. See you on my next video. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share for more updates. Paalam!